All right, traders, a very warm welcome. Devang here from the Financial Analyst, and I welcome you to the post-market analysis video for Monday. Today, the date today is 3rd of May 2021, and I'm filming it at 4 o'clock, 4 minutes in the afternoon. Markets are just closed, and what happened today? Everything was planned. You can't say now that you weren't already alerted. We made a video last night. मैंने आपसे एक simple चीज बोली थी. Has it worked out today? Because I've got so many messages of saying thanks that you helped us from this massive volatility in the market. I'll talk about all of that. Weren't you all alerted last night? Let me know in the comments how many people got safe today. How many people played safe today and made some money. We gave you some trades in SBI Life. सेस्क भी दिया था. Himalaya gave you some swing trades on Friday. KRBL was up 11% and National Aluminium was about 5%. Let me know if you made some money on those trades also. So we played safe. One advice I want to give you before I start. Please guys, do not for the next 7 days trade in the weekly expiry. I'm telling that in every video, but some person or the other misses that every time and they make a big loss. आप देख रहे हो स्क्रीन के सामने क्या हो रहा है. What happened today? Today markets opened 200 point gap down roughly. Today markets opened at what? 14,481. Yesterday's closing was 14,631, around 150 point gap down. You made a low of around 14,400. Could anyone have thought market ऊपर जाएगा? Could anyone have thought? Could anyone have imagined markets ऊपर close करेगा? Again, predictions and all, मैंने सोचा था, that's another story. That's another story. But I'm telling you again and again. I am telling you again and again, this week is going to be like this only. Do not expect कि आज मार्केट बढ़ गया अब तो सिंगल साइडेड रैली है. वो आएगा कब ट्रेड करेंगे? above 14,880. We alerted you with that. But for the coming days, my view remains same. We will see volatility what we are expecting. Let's look at a bank nifty chart. Forget nifty. Look at bank nifty chart 5 minute. मैं इसको hide कर देता हूँ, all these trend lines that I've drawn. Look at the bank nifty chart. You opened at 32,380. You fell down 400 points. You again went up 400 points. You again fell 200 points. Again went up 400 points. Fell another 600 points. You again went up. Again fell down. Trend तो नहीं मिला आपको. Volatile day मिला. And this is where people get wrong. Because when you come to the market, I think most of the people are option buyers. And option buyers mein you need a trending day to make money. A lot of people, I can still tell you, they must have gone long on this breakout. 32,400 market ऊपर गया, fail हो गया. Then maybe they would have again gone long somewhere over here. जब इसका breakout हुआ, again fail हो गया. I alerted you. You can't say मैंने alert नहीं किया था. I said couple of more things, which I will come to in a bit. Let's talk about Nifty also, 5 minute chart. You can see the volatility. This was more, I would say, silent. And that's the reason I love to trade Nifty rather than Bank Nifty. When I have to trade Bank Nifty, I go with stock options. I don't trade a lot of Bank Nifty because of the volatility in the nature of Bank Nifty. Today, even Nifty opened at 14,500, went down 100 points, again went up 150 points, uske baad फिर 40-50 point gira. It kept on consolidating, up, down, up, down. It gave so many false breakouts also. You can see one false breakout over here, 14,578. Whoever bought there got trapped. Another false breakout over here. Whoever bought here got trapped. Also, markets were trying to show you कि short भी करते हैं, because if you see एक trend line बन रहा होगा यहाँ पे, so somewhere over here एक trend line नहीं बन रहा था, तो अगर ये भी टूटता, people went short, again got trapped. So आज काफी volatile day था. So just keep it in your mind that this is going to continue. This is why I'm here. Now talking about the markets, एक मैंने वीडियो डाला था on Friday. That's why I say always listen to what we have to say. हिमालय ने भी एक वीडियो डाला था early signs of reversal 6 days ago. That same thing was even discussed by me on 30th of April, which is Friday, in the post-market report. Listen to what I had to say. That is why I say, please, if you are a new subscriber, please see 2-3 days of videos so that you are in context with what we have to do. We are not here for calls. If you're coming to my channel for calls, this is the wrong place. But we're coming here to give you the right view. We might go astray or wrong for 1-2 days, but we come back with a bang. That's why we are here in the market. Listen to what I had to say on 30th of April.
So let's see. Even HDFC Bank, we gave you that level to come to later. But I think this level now becomes very, very crucial. This is the exact level of, basically, I would say 32,200 to 32,400. Now let us observe this zone, because not only is it the 200 moving, it's the 20 moving average, but it's also the previous, the resistance that we had, double top and double bottom and breakout. So let's observe this area over.
Perfect. So मैंने क्या बोला आपको? I said in Nifty Bank, the level that you need to observe now is 32,200. And can you see how exactly we found support there? Exactly, we found support there. Number two, we said that 20 MA. ये देखो एक बहुत, it's a very simple technical thing. If you are closing below 20 MA, I'll show you in the past also. ये देखो, whenever you close below 20 MA, the lower Bollinger Band opens up and market usko touch karke aata hai. You can see another example here. When you close below 20 MA, market comes to the lower Bollinger Band minimum. See what happened today. You went intraday below 20 MA, but we have closed above 20 MA. 20 MA today stands at 32,371. Today's closing is at 32,465. Comfortable closing. Same is the case for Nifty, and Bank Nifty at this 32,200 support zone has found good support. I'll come to that later. Talking about Nifty, Nifty went intraday below 20 MA, but again has closed well above 20 MA. That's a good thing in the market. 20 MA का क्या था आज levels? 14,614. Today's Nifty closing is 14,634. So a good 20 points higher. And a couple of charts I found really, really interesting. HDFC. This is called a great open, one-sided Marubozu. See what happened. This is a zone where we bought HDFC. If you all remember, this is the place where we had bought HDFC, and see, you opened a big gap down, but you never went below that. That's a bullish signal. And we have found very, very good support here. Please remember another very important thing. When you're confused about what can happen, I've already given you my view. That remains same. कि हम लोग volatile रहेंगे. But for the intraday view or for the very short term view, if you are confused what to do and if you want to understand better, it's very important that you observe what the stocks are doing, because eventually whatever the stocks will be doing will be replicated by the index, because index is nothing but a basket of stocks. As simple as that. So we will come to all of that later. So एक तो मैंने आपको कल बताया था volatility रहेगा, वो आपने आज देखा. The other thing I talked about was the auto companies. We made that very, very clear. कि जो auto companies है, I'll show you the messages that we sent on Telegram and try to understand what we have to say. मैंने आपको एक बहुत easy hint दिया था in the pre-market session. I said कि Nifty today will open 200 point gap down. We all are aware of that. And I said we are expecting high volatility this week. And मैंने कल आपसे एक बात करा था in the starting of my video yesterday. I said FOMO. Tomorrow FOMO will come. कहाँ तक नहीं कहा था? Let me know in the comments if you remember. I said that fear of missing out आएगा. Market कल gap down खुलेगा. See that video of yesterday. And होगा क्या? Everyone will start to short. थोड़ा market ऊपर जाएगा, everyone will start to short. Why? कि यार market तो अब 14,000 आ रहा है, market तो अब 13,600 जा रहा है. We are going to miss this entire fall. But क्या हुआ? Where is that FOMO getting you? You probably are in a loss. And see what the markets are doing. 2 days back, we were at 15,050. Friday, we were at 14,600. Today, we are again at 14,650. After a low of 14,400. Can you see the volatility? So a positional trader cannot survive in index. Let's say you are a positional trader holding a weekly option or even a monthly option. With the volatility that you're seeing, you are going to get scared. And it's not the volatility, even stops are getting hunted. For example, if you were short in the market, let's say at 14,400, even if you have a 200 point stop loss, it still got triggered. 250 point rally, you still lost. So jo long tha stopped out, jo short tha stopped out. That's why I'm saying, if you don't know how to play this market, if you're an amateur trader, thoda sa index se hat jao, play in stocks. I gave you stocks today. We gave you stocks today. On intraday as well, I gave you SBI Life. See, मैं आपको कभी भी नहीं बोलूँगा buy SBI Life, target the SL. I am not a person who gives calls. I give you a hint. Charts looking good. SBI Life 950. Today it made a high of 980. At the same time, आपको एक मैरिको दिखाया था chart. It was doing very very well. वो भी बताया था. Today another very positive news that's come out is the purchasing managers index PMI is better than expected. 51.6 was expected and 55.5. Also better than the last month. Please remember, I'll give you a very small idea what that is. If you are below 50 on PMI, that's called a contraction phase in India, in the markets. If you are above 50, it's an expansion phase. So above 50 is good. It's a good news that we got into the market. Maybe this also has some part or some role to play in the rally that we've seen today. Another message I sent was somewhere over here. I said this yesterday. I said that जब मैं आपको auto sales data का बात कर रहा था, I clearly told you कि auto sector थोड़ा आज down रहेगा. I think in the end it was flattish, and I told you all the companies will be down except Maruti and M&M. And in the end, Maruti was 2% up, M&M was flattish, whereas all the others were muted only or 1-2% down. ये भी मैंने आपके साथ discuss किया था. Let me know if you also got benefited from this idea that we shared last night. Another thing which I talked about, ये मैंने एक बहुत important message डाला था. I said, please, that's why I say, guys, my Telegram channel is free of cost. We are a small community right now. I want to go for the sky, and I will help as long as I can. And I know for a fact people love what we do, and I respect that. And I'm very thankful to God for what I am, what I'm doing is working in the market. I am obliged to the markets and to God for what's happening is working out. So let's try to get this community higher. Learn from me, because eventually what I'm, teaching on Telegram is a lot. Trust me. And I said this in the morning. So please, this is the link, TFA Investments. You can go on Telegram. It's a free channel. Search the financial analyst. Let's come to 7,000 by the end of this week. So I said this, we do have a lot of negative cues, but do not forget DII participation on long side and massive piling of stock futures by FIIs. कल मैंने आपको ये भी डिस्कस किया था कि data is bad, but that increased amount of FII stock futures in which sectors? IT, PSCs. देखा आज बेल कैसे भागा? NTPC 2% up, consumers up. कल डिस्कस किया था. Hopefully you benefited from that. So I said that this is the reason we are expecting volatile movements, because data दिखाता है कि power है FII के पास. So let's observe data आज क्या आता है. Let's also observe what's the cash figure today in the market. It's going to be interesting to observe. It'll be very, very interesting. And I said this also, please expect illogical wide swings this week. Will not be surprised if it happens today itself. Kal bhi discuss kiya tha. So that happened today. This was about the markets today. Gave you a lot of hints today, and I hope you were benefited from all of these ideas. I think this is all what we discussed today in today's markets. So let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. A lot of people ask me, I forgot to show you something last time, which I feel is important for me to show you before I forget. So I've been, as you all know, I like to observe a lot. I like to do a lot of back testing of data, of figures, etc. And I've given you some formulas when we can become aggressive on buy and short, etc. And this is another thing that I've done. FIIs, what is the exposure of FIIs in index and in stocks? How do I get this figure? I'll do a video later. Basically, मैं समझा देता हूँ how I get this figure. I'll explain, because I don't want people to miss this out. Go on Google. आपको मैं बड़ा simple way बताता हूँ what has to be done. Go on Google. यहाँ पे you write NSE reports, okay? And NSE reports के अंदर go to all market reports. After that, you have to click on derivatives, and then click on all historical reports. Once you've done that, you have to select the report. You have to select participant-wise open interest. Once you've done that, go to the date, whichever date that you're interested in. So let me take the date of, let's take the date of 1st of April 2021. मैं आपको बड़ा simple example दिखाता हूँ. I go on the date 1st of April 2021, Thursday. I click on get data and I click on this report. So if I have a Mac right now, but if you are any other on any other PC, it automatically will open on your Excel sheet. I have to copy paste because I have some configurations that don't allow that. So what happens is एक report खुल जाएगा. This is the report. I'm teaching you something new. Hopefully you will benefit. This is what I'm concerned at. Our job right now is to see are the FIIs overbought or oversold in the market. क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या होता है, they are in overbought condition and that is why when they dump and we are not aware, and this has happened time after time, and if you see this again and again, you will see how much benefit you can accrue. See what happened. This is what I have to copy. You have to copy FII figure. FII के अंदर क्या copy करना है? Future का index long and index short. This figure we need. So you can see 72,000 and 44,000, and this will be the exactly the figure I have, 72,000 and 44,000. ये figures आ गए, you can find out all the dates that you want. उसके बाद what you need is put this formula. Index, how much exposure do FIIs have in longs and shorts? So what is the formula? You can see यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. Basically, I calculate this figure, what is the longs, and I divide it by total exposure, long plus short. So I know 72,000 are the longs divided by around 1.2 lakh total positions. So I know that net long in the market on the index, they are 61% and they are short 38%. Why am I showing you this? Again, this is not something that's going to happen every day. It's an additional information out there that can help you get an edge in the market. This figure, if the net exposure in longs is above 70%, 75%, you can say that markets are overbought and you will expect a dump in the market in the coming days. I can show it to you. You know what's the best date? The best date is what happened on 29th. Let me show you the chart first. On 29th, see what had happened in the Indian markets. You saw this 29th, 30th April. 30th April markets, HDFC particularly fell 4%. You know Bank Nifty also, let me show you the chart of Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty also fell about 2.77%. That's a big fall. Why did it happen? Because FIIs must have been overbought on the index futures. Matlab, their exposure in the net longs must have been above 70 to 75%. अब ये date कौन सा है? It's a 30th April date, which means that on the previous day, if they were overbought, then the market will fall today, not if it is today. I hope you understand that. So if I show you the Excel sheet, you can see on 29th of April, it was 78% exposure that they were having in longs. That is why market वहां से correct हुआ. And now they came to 61%. So I will see what it is today also, that we will see later. But what I'm trying to show you is if in the future, this figure comes around 70% overbought condition and you can find a dump in the market. हम पहले कर लेते हैं, dump करते हैं, we people who are retailers, we get confused. Over this last course of time, 78% in the last 1 month only happened once on this expiry. However, I've been seeing that whenever we cross 65 or 70%, when we come to this range, markets do have started to become overbought. I can show you very important dates, 25 April, or you can see 21st December. These were two big falls that we saw in the market. Let me show that to you. This is 21st December. You got a very big fall in the market, number one. Also, you can see the 25th November date over here, markets fell 1.8%. On 21 December, market fell 4.1%. Matlab, inka previous day must have been overbought. If there is no news, again, please do not hold me for it ki ye hona hi chahiye. If there is some news-based thing, that's a different story. But in a normal trend, ye follow ho jata hai. So if you see 21st ko markets crashed. So the day before that, you can see that how much they were exposed. They were 68% net longs, which meant that they were quite overbought. You can see 25th November, usse pehle jab markets gira, you can see they were already 68%. The best example is 31st August. You can see 31st August, how markets crashed 3%. Matlab isse pehle they had to be net longs, they had to be overbought in the market, and that's exactly what happened on 28th August. Can you see they were 77% longs? Matlab they were overbought. So I hope you can understand through this analysis over the course of time, when such overbought conditions happen, you need to become quite alert on the long side. Now that is done. That's the reason why markets fell, I would say, on 29th April, which is the expiry, 30th April. Now the question is, what can we expect going forward? That's the question that has been on everyone's mind. I want to give you one couple of important observations that I hope you will be able to benefit from. If you're enjoying the video, please guys, click the like button. Let's go for 400-500 likes. I would really enjoy that. Also, let me know in the comments if you're benefiting from this, if you're learning something new from this, because my goal is every single day, I want this community to learn something new, which is applicable to our live markets. Now, looking at the charts of Bank Nifty, एक तो आप समझ के चलो 32,200. It's a strong zone. Another thing I've explained already is we have closed above 20 MA. That's a bullish thing. If you look at the average ATP approach, if you look at the closing today, it tells me that a gap up could happen tomorrow. Why? Very simple. You markets open gap down. They also went made a low of 31,900. Still, they closed at day high. If you look at the chart of Nifty, you made a low of 14,400. Still, you closed at 14,634, which is also, I believe, higher than yesterday's closing. You made a lower low. Still, you closed at the highs, which is also more than 3 points more than Friday closing. It's a bullish thing, which tells me that tomorrow gap up could happen. I will not be surprised if it happens. Do I become aggressive buyer? I am not saying that. My view remains same. Volatile market aega. There is local cues regarding COVID, regarding lockdown, regarding everything on, which is putting the markets on pressure. Once one state announces lockdown, things fall. Everything falls down. And you know what's the positiveness? Positivity ka aayegi when we start seeing cases coming down. When we start seeing that jo curve hai coronavirus ka plateau ho raha hai. I think around May 15 plateau ho jana chahiye. Around May 15, May 16, this curve should form a plateau. I think आज भी case बढ़ेंगे. I will not be surprised because weekend में testing कम होता है. Vaccines हो रही हैं, they are increasing. The 18 plus also vaccines have started. I'm happy. I'm also going to get myself vaccinated, as soon as I get, the call, the appointment. So I'm hoping that is done this week itself. We'll let you all know. I'm also advising everyone to get vaccinated. Let's be all safe. And, let's move past this because bad times have come not to stay, but to pass. Now, Nifty also has closed above 20 MA. Now, if I talk about Nifty, I'll tell you something very important on the daily chart. I have made this trend line from lows of 22nd April and 3rd May का low. आप लोग भी ये copy कर लो. As long as Nifty is staying above this trend line, you should be fine on the long side. But as soon as this trend line breaks, आपको एक और sell off आ जाएगा. So when it comes, हम trade करेंगे, intraday में trade करेंगे. When the sell off comes, why I've already told you, दोनों sided का market I'm expecting. So if you are in longs, you could always be in longs. But the moment this trend line breaks on a daily basis also, then again that selling pressure will come and you can again start to expect lower level. Because I believe इसके नीचे कोई level नहीं है. We have a psychological 14,500, but then उसके बाद again 14,400 after that. Or same level then comes back. So I think this is a very, very good support that we have on the chart. For tomorrow, this level is coming to approximately 14,450. For day after tomorrow, it comes around 14,490. So ये levels आपको 40 points every day बढ़ रहा है. So I hope, I'm always hopeful in the market. Again, it does not matter what I think, but I hope this trend line is not broken. So we can stay in some longs. As soon as it is broken, again, panic will come. So that's the view about Nifty. Aggressively कब करेंगे? When you are closing above this trend line for 2 consecutive days. 14,880 level remains. That is not going anywhere. That remains. But if you are closing above this trend line also, जो मैंने ये बनाया है, for 2 consecutive days, then again target of 1560 will open up. Do say whatever you want, but it will open up. अब ये कल के लिए level कौन सा है? This level for tomorrow is 14,778. मतलब 780 है. So कल अगर इसके ऊपर close करते हैं and on Wednesday also close करते हैं, then we can start to expect some positive momentum. Otherwise, expect volatile market. If I talk about Bank Nifty, let's talk about very quickly. I have drawn the same trend line over here also. You can see the lows I have joined of 22nd April and today's low. And today you can see it's a very, very good around a 30-35 degree trend line that we've got. as long as we are staying above this trend line on a good 15-minute basis or on a good daily basis, you should be fine in the longs. But the moment the trend line breaks, you will get some pressure. So this area tomorrow becomes quite an important confluence. This is nothing but 32,200 level remains same. So let's observe क्या होता है. But अगर hammer बना है, that is showing that some kind of bullishness has come in the market. Always be hopeful. ऊपर की साइड पे आपका एक रेजिस्टेंस है, that's 33,200, about 700 points higher than what we are today. So you all know Bank Nifty knows how to move. It can easily move 1,000 points every single day. But this is what I think. As long as the trend line is intact, you should be fine. But the moment trend line breaks, again pressure will start. Same logic. This trend line जो हमारा red color का है, you can copy that. I've joined these highs. If you are closing above this trend line for 2 days, then that aggressive buying can start in Bank Nifty. The level for tomorrow comes to 34,070. But that is too far. If you all remember, what have I been saying about Bank Nifty? That Bank Nifty will underperform this rally. I couldn't have said anything more. I've already given you so many hints. People who are smart, people who understand me, people who have been following me for some time, they understand these hints. But others, you keep looking for calls and nugget hunting. मैं वो नहीं कर सकता. So you can see even today Nifty higher closing हुआ है, but Bank Nifty का lower closing हुआ है. Why? I've told you, Bank Nifty will underperform this rally. Obviously ऊपर जरूर जाएगा, but as compared to the other sector, underperform करेगा. I've already told you, oil and energy looks good. आप इसके अंदर देख सकते हो. And today NTPC again has come above 104. Strong closing in NTPC. Strong closing, and it's the highest closing we have got in the last 1 month. In the last, not 1 month, last 20-25 days. यहाँ पे आपका हाई जरूर बना था, but always closings have been below. तो आज आपको एक highest closing आई है in the last 20 days on NTPC. I think this sector is here to stay. It looks fine. आज भी sector Reliance की वजह से down था, but otherwise all the other individual stocks have been doing fine. I am still holding my NTPC positions. I'll let you know when I book profit in that. Metals remain resilient. Consumers doing good, pharma doing well. I already explained oil and energy. कल मैंने क्या बोला था? FIIs buying कर रहे हैं. कहाँ पे कर रहे हैं? FMCG, pharma, oil and energy, metals. वही दिख रहा है. Only 2 sectors are up. बाकी सब down है. Financials down है. सब कुछ down है. So that's the view. That's the view of the market. I hope you got what you're looking for. I hope you got what you're looking for. Just talking about the 2-3 main companies. Reliance. I'll end the meeting soon. See, Reliance also has done the very similar thing. You have taken a good support. थोड़ा सा नीचे आ गया, but I would say that we have taken support 1-2 points odd at the 20 MA. A good indecisive bar has been formed here. So if the high breaks, you start some bullishness. If the low breaks, you start the pressure on the downside. So Reliance का आज एक indecisive day था, which means that whichever side the high or low breaks, momentum will continue. Otherwise, you remain muted on Reliance. Do not trade Reliance. If I look at HDFC, I've already told you that. And I think let's look at HDFC Bank also, because we got really good buying in the last couple of minutes on HDFC Bank. Yes, you got some really good buying on HDFC Bank. So, stocks are trying to push. They are trying to push, and let's see how things unravel tomorrow. It's important we look at the data and also observe, क्या करना चाहिए. That's about it for now. Let the data come, and I'll come again in the evening and explain what we can expect from the market. So that's about it for now. Stay safe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed. Like this video, share it with your friends. Let's help as many people as possible. And as always, subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much.